Yo, we're live.
Yeah, we're live. Hey, everybody. How you doing? This is Monica Ramos. It's kind of sad. This is our last class in the summer series. So thank you for those who've been here all 5 classes. This is the first time I've done 5 in a row. Usually, I'll do like a one-time training a couple times a year. So thought I would try something different. Offer over the summer a series. So it was interesting. We had a lot of, we learned, about the Facebook algorithm on the first day, friends lists, how Facebook really works and separating business and personal. You guys had some great questions. So we did a lot of, tips and tricks on how to get visible organically, a little bit about ads, and you guys have actually provided so many good questions that I've got some good new videos I'm going to be putting out for that and some new trainings later on the year. But when I started this out, a lot of people were asking me, how I did so well on Facebook, how I was able to generate. I did over $100,000 in revenue I generated last year, which was a shock to me. It was my goal. And it wasn't until tax time that I realized, oh, crap, I made a lot of money. I owe a lot of money. So it was kind of funny how that happened. I thought, wow, that's interesting. I reached my goal. And to be honest, there's really one really awesome system that helped me get there, really was like the turning point. And so I'm kind of glad this is kind of leading up to it, because I have a special guest with me today, maybe a couple special guests, but I'm going to talk about, he's going to help me introduce the system that I use and some ways you can monetize Facebook way easier than maybe you've been trying or you've been taught. So you don't need a website, you don't need anything fancy, all kinds of great stuff. So it's going to kind of put everything together that we've learned and gone over. You can still ask questions. I'm going to be monitoring the comments, but I would like to introduce Andrew Lane. If you're there, if you could say hello.
I'm here. Hello, everybody. Great to be here today on a Friday afternoon, hanging out with you, Monica. It's always fun to chat. And it's been really fun to watch you over the last year or two and how far you've come. And I've been tuning into your training as well, because the way you simplify some of this complex stuff with Facebook and make it just so straightforward, I think we all really appreciate the hard work that you put in, and makes it easier for everybody, from a newbie to even people who've been around for a while, just to hear the way you explain it and show it so visually. So I appreciate all your hard work, Monica, and happy to be with you here today.
Awesome. I'm actually happy that I found, this awesome system that you guys have that you're going to share with all our reviewers today. Just completely revolutionized, changed my business 180, made it easy, made it profitable, and made me, the whole point is to enjoy your life and to free up your time. We go into business not to work our business all the time and never sleep. And I'm all about changing that idea of how, home business owners are viewed, and how it's not really that much work if you just work smarter instead of harder. And definitely I've been able to do that with the help of 22Social and all of the great stuff that you guys have provided. And so I'm super excited about today. You guys are in for a treat. I'm going to let Andrew take it away, and I'll be here to help answer questions, and I'll come back on the end too, and I'm going to be monitoring the comments. So thank you, and let's go. Let's jump into this. I'm excited.
Let's do this. Let's get right into it. I got a lot of cool slides to share with you. I want to get the big idea across today. We can go into technical stuff and do all that, but we've got training. If you want to learn more and get into this, we've got plenty of technical training to help you get set up and get going and get results. But today it's more the big idea, and this might be really refreshing for anyone who's new, never really heard of 22Social, but you've been following along with Monica and you see the power of Facebook. And I know she's been showing you all the possibilities of how you can find new people online and get people to pay attention to you, bring them over and learn about your business. We saw that back in 2010, and I think we have fun geeking out on Facebook because of it's so incredible. Anyone who's been in the industry for a while and you just see what Facebook has done to the internet, you can just see how it's just taking over all these different parts of the internet, making everything easier. It's really simplified the whole platform to where, your grandma can get on and, use Facebook and communicate the same way that a 5-year-old can do it. So it's just incredible that it's made it just this flat playing field for everyone, from you to me to the big brands, to jump in there and get your message in front of people. And then the information and the data that they have is so powerful. So it can be used to help you grow your business. That's what we're talking about today. that can be a little confusing. What does that look like really? How do you take all of this information and things that are happening and leverage that to bring in new customers and generate revenue? And so Monica, it's great to hear that you had such an awesome year last year. I think it started back to when we had like our experiment back in 2014, where we're like, hey, let's see if we can, turn Facebook into money, and here's what we do. And then you took that idea and ran with it and built your own courses and things. So it's been a fun journey for us to see people like Monica and others really creating income streams and making their business, their online business, simpler and more profitable than ever before. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go through a lot of ideas to get this, the whole big picture in front of you. And then at the end, we can go ahead and do some Q&A. And Monica, you can interrupt me at any time if you want me to elaborate or explain anything, or if you just want to chime in on something here. But I do have a lot of ideas I just want to share with you, but I'll go quick. But it should be kind of fun for you to kind of see our vision and paint this picture for you. And I'm going to start off being a little bit controversial to get this thing going. So forget everything you've been told about internet marketing. And that's kind of like, let's just wipe the slate clean. Because I know a lot of people can spend years and years and years consuming different courses and different things. And a lot of it's great, but I'm going to talk about why some of that's broken and why it might not be working for you. If you've been excited about it in the past and you want to find a simple solution that you could do for yourself, sometimes you hear it, something that sounds great, but then it doesn't work for you. So let's just forget all that stuff and let's start from scratch today and really look at what you need to be doing to get results. And what you're going to learn today is not being taught anywhere else. We'll talk about why that is, because the old model is broken. I'm going to show you what that looks like and why the new model is 10 times better. It really is. It really can be fun. Hey, we can actually make this fun and have some results and meet new people on the way and make it more fun to grow your business online. And you're going to discover today why savvy entrepreneurs are ditching this traditional model and they're embracing this faster, simpler, and more effective strategy to build their online empire, right? So I don't have to tell you guys, you heard it from Monica right now. She's a great example of that, where, hey, the old model, that's not very fun. It's not even that effective necessarily. This new model can be way more fun and give you the possibility to have some explosive growth online, which is what we all really want. And the funny thing is, that looks ugly, but we use this exact model ourselves to go from $1,000 a month to over $50,000 a month in less than 1 year. Now that's probably what you're looking for, right? Because we were right there in your same shoes, wherever you're at along that scale. Back in 2012 to early 2013, we were really struggling. There were 5 of us splitting $1,000 a month. Okay, that's not doing much. We were not making any money. We had no money. We were in debt because we just paid to build this whole product. We paid a lot of money in development. And we thought we were going to have this big launch and have a huge successful launch and everyone's going to want to use our product. And we realized really quickly that after 5 months, we had $1,000 a month in revenue. Okay, so if you're kind of in that boat and maybe you had some excitement about creating some income and then you realize it's a lot harder than you think and you're not getting those results, we were there too. And most people end up in that boat because it really is challenging. But we figured something out and we were able to turn that $1,000 a month revenue into over $50,000 a month in less than 1 year. And it's taken us a few years to explore what really happened there and can we replicate that and make it a system that you could follow. So I'm going to show you what that looks like today. In the old days, it looked a lot like this. So if you've seen this kind of stuff, all these pop up, these forms and nasty interfaces and stuff that you really don't want to deal with, and maybe you're up all night figuring this stuff out and connecting all these different tools and systems and plugins. That's not what we're talking about today. It doesn't look like any of that. So that's why I'm saying that's the old stuff. It's outdated, complicated, expensive. It really can get overwhelming pretty fast. Not going there. I'm going to introduce something new to you today because ain't nobody got time for that, right? I had to throw that in there.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
It's the truth. All right. So the new model, it's been developed in collaboration with over 500 entrepreneurs since 2012. And that's the truth. I mean, when we started getting customers, it's been a collaborative effort. ever since then, because we've been trying to make this easier for everybody. You know, we had to figure it out for ourselves and we're constantly trying new things. And using Facebook, which is so fun, it's changing every month, right? It's always getting better and better, and they're adding new things and new features. And so we're like, hey, how can we take advantage of these new features that Facebook just brought out, and how can we turn that into a system that makes us and gets us results? So this has been built in collaboration, and it's really seeing what works for people. So it's tested and proven. It's got real results in less time. As you can see, Monica is a great example of that. And we've done millions in online sales with all kinds of different people, from Mari Smith to someone who gets their business built in 1 week, who's never made $1 online and makes their first online sale. So that's the power of what we're working with here. So it's trusted and endorsed by industry leaders. I've had a chance to meet a lot of the big leaders, and it's really fun to talk about this and geek out with them as we do with Monica. So the question you're asking is, will it work for you? That's what we got to find out today, and we'll let you decide. So watch this, see how this could connect for you and your business, and we're happy to answer questions at the end. So we're going to learn the 3 things you need to attract more customers and create new streams of income online. Yes, just 3 things. We'll make it simple for you. Why most entrepreneurs struggle to create an automated online sales system that gets them results. So that's the hard part, right? How do you do this? How do you start getting this automated system that's making you money? And why the old model is broken. So we'll talk more about that and why this new model is much better for you. And we could do a live demo if we want. I don't know if we need to today. I mean, we could, Monica, if you want. We could log in and kind of look at some things, and I'll show you some examples. But I know, Monica, you have some training programs and things with lots of live demos and tutorials. So we probably don't need to spend too much time on that. We'll talk about how you can get a lot of information right away.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if there's, you know, if people want it, we'll see, kind of gauge to see what the.
Yeah, well, for example, what you're looking at right now today is built with 22Social. So the whole process you went through for this whole 5-week training with Monica was done with 22Social. So you can see what it looks like. We could probably log in and just show them what it looks like to edit. Because right before this Hangout started today, you edited the whole page and loaded it in the Hangout, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty much point and click simple. And that's what you're looking for, right? You're looking for quick, easy to set up and maintain, low cost, low technical threshold, the ability to automate as much as you can. You can't automate everything. You can't make a robot that has a personality and makes everyone love you. So there are parts of it you have to figure out on your own. But the systems, you know, we'll try to automate as much as we can with the technology. You want a complete solution. I'm not trying to give you a piece of the pie here. This isn't one thing, but oh, now everyone's going to tell you now you need this and this and this. Really, you can do everything you need to do with this one solution. And simple, nobody ain't got time to manage all this other stuff and figure out a whole new tool every month. So we got that. So that's what we're talking about today, and we'll show you. Now, it's gotten way too complicated. With thousands of tools, strategy systems, it's hard to know where to start. Websites, blogs, social media, everyone's got their thing. We love all that too, but what do you really need? The 3 things to get results. It starts with a primary communication hub. Pretty simple. And I think you've probably realized by now where that hub should be, right, Monica?
Yes, right on. Sorry, I was muted.
You're muted, yeah. I'll give you a second.
Yeah, maybe Facebook?
I think by now they should probably, if you're watching this, you've been around with Monica, you know, hey, why not? I'll talk about that a little more, but that's step 1. You have that solved pretty much. You don't even need a website. You have a fan page or profile. You have all those communication tools built right into your hub. So secondly, and that used to be a website, right? Everyone used to teach you a website, go get a blog, go to WordPress. That's great, but is that really the best? No one really stops and thinks about that. They look at Facebook as just a social site, right? Or a social network. It's way, way more than that. So then you need a way to attract and collect leads. That's really important. That's where some strategy comes in. But that is generally what Facebook is missing. Now you need to get some software to do this for you. I'll show you what that looks like today. Third, the fun part is a way to process and manage your payments. So can you have a simple system to manage your customers and your payments coming in so that they get what they paid for as efficiently as possible, quickly, without you having to do a lot of work? So what does that look like? Well, here's what it used to look like. Again, the old model, You buy your domain, you get your hosting account, figure all that stuff out. You spend some money making your WordPress site, your themes, your codes, your plugins. Then you're trying to get some content, SEO, to get your message out there. And it's just like a lot of upfront work, a lot of stuff. Like you're trying to create all this, all just hoping to get some traffic, where then maybe they'll see your thing on the side of your blog to buy something from you, right? It's kind of the old model.
It's overwhelming too. I mean, it's like some people are like, what does all that mean?
That is not fun.
I spent years, back, many years ago. I've been doing this for a while, but I spent years learning all of that before I ever did anything with it. It's a lot.
That is totally. I remember that too. I remember buying some like ebook on how to set up your WordPress to get it installed on your hosting account. And I'm like 2 weeks into that, late nights, like finally, then I'm like, oh my gosh, I can make money with this because I figured it out. And then I'm charging people to do it, right? So that's how I made money out of college. But yeah, that is no fun, and that becomes a full-time deal, just learning all this. But then it gets even worse. Okay, so that's great. Now you have your sweet SEO website, and you're doing stuff. You got your 3 columns figured out, and you got your testimonials down at the bottom or something, and that's maybe a sliding banner at the top. And man, you are on fire, right? And that's all well and good, and that's a great feeling when you get there. I know it, but it's not really doing much for you, right? So then you start to tap into your Facebook page, and you're like, okay, I'll get that set up and going, and now I can get some people from there to come over and start getting some traction and attracting people. There's some other sites here, so I need to get all that plugged in and connected and bring over people. And now I'm starting to juggle a lot of things here. Like, well, where do I post? I mean, how come my Facebook page looks a lot like my website? It's kind of like the same deal, right? So I'm just trying to keep people updated and put some stuff there. So trying to get all that figured out. Then you realize, hey, some leading expert told me to get a lead capture system because that's what I need to start doing. So like, okay, I want to get results like this expert over here. So I'm getting all that plugged in and connected, paying for some more software on the side. Now, okay, plugins, and you can spend years figuring out plugins and hooking all that up to your stuff. So webinars, hey, I saw this guy made a bunch of money with the webinar, so I'm gonna buy that software. And now that's got to somehow integrate with my lead capture and my website, my funnels. Obviously, you want to make real money and passive income. You're doing courses and memberships. So now you got to figure that out and get that plugged in and connected to everything else. And then how do you take payments and make sure you know where one customer is and what they have access to and sync that in with that? If you ever heard of Infusionsoft or Confusionsoft, that's what that system does. And that's like everyone I've ever talked to is like, oh my gosh, and Infusionsoft, no thanks. Those are like expert pros that have to go in there and manage that for you. You can pay people a bunch of money to manage that stuff. And at that point, it starts to feel like, and I purposely made this ugly, you just kind of like, what the heck? You can actually go, we had some workshops here in San Diego that were charging $15,000 to set up a system like this. Because they say, well, look at this person, you want to be like this expert leader here who's making $50,000 a month, right? And well, here's what they have. So you need that too. And that's kind of what's happened over the years. Everyone said, well, this guy had success and this is what his stuff looks like. So now we all have to try to do that too. That's just not realistic, right? It's not very fun. And you kind of feel like, you don't like having to deal with this. And I really don't see anyone doing that on their own and having success. It takes a team generally. So that's the truth bomb of the day. Hashtag truth bomb. You don't have the capacity to learn, set up, and manage all of this on your own and still build a business, okay? You could do all this on your own if you're like a full-time manager for someone else who has a business and you're helping them. But to do this and do customer support and create new products and help and support your customers, that's a whole nother world. So that's way too much for someone to do on their own. And we don't want to do that either. We didn't like that. In fact, we started having success when we took down our website, okay? Totally took down our website. We said, forget it. Let's just focus on Facebook. And so you're like, okay, well, that's great. I still want to leverage technology. What do I need? Like, how do I do this? I want to grow my business faster and have those results. So how do I do it? All right, well, our story is all about that. So how can you do it? So we go back to 2010. So I got some fun photos in here for you, some Polaroid pictures. All right, so we were selling Google SEO and websites back in 2010. Just myself, Renee, Rob, we were working on some projects, even Ivan, pretty much the whole core team. We've been together for several years. And we realized when we were selling websites and SEO that business owners wanted to leverage Facebook. They're like, okay, you and 50 other people just came in here telling me about SEO, but I understand Facebook, and I like using Facebook. I get it. Like I want to update my customers and start just posting on my page. Can you make this simpler for me? And so, the business owner didn't have enough resources, and their website wasn't even good. So SEO wasn't working for them. I would make websites for them and like show them, make all these tutorial videos. Here's how to update your WordPress site. And they couldn't do it. They didn't want to do it. They couldn't figure it out. It was a pain in the butt, but Facebook made sense. So the problem with Facebook pages is it wasn't enough. You weren't really getting results. Everyone was trying to get fans back in the day, and that's well and good, but that's really not generating new customers and sales. It's not very systematized to turn prospects into paying customers. And what we found and started to take advantage of was that you could build software to go inside Facebook. This is where we're unique, is that we saw a Facebook page as that should be your core, that should be your hub. Let's build stuff inside your Facebook page that lets you take advantage of all this and get those results that you need that you're currently not able to do without having to go build a whole bunch of other stuff. So we were able to start generating results without the complexity, keep it focused on Facebook, and voila, here we are today. So fast forward to today. And those photos down at the bottom, you can see we've, Gary Vaynerchuk, there's Renee in New York with him, Mari Smith on the right there at our Christmas party. You were here, Monica. Just fun to be able to meet a lot of cool people along the way, and just fun to kick ideas around with them and help them have results. And the stuff Mari's done with our software, thousands and thousands of leads. She's done sweepstakes. So it's really cool to have the opportunity to work with amazing people, from them to just the startup entrepreneur. And fast forward to today, what we've built over the years is now 22Social allows you to build a complete online marketing system in minutes, so you can attract your perfect audience, capture authenticated Facebook leads, and make more sales. And the idea here is that it's fast, it's low tech, low cost, automated as much as we can, all in one place to do all of this. And it's proven, we've been testing and proven it over the years. And now you're like, okay, sounds too good to be true. I hear that all the time. All right, just hear us out. Okay, we're gonna show you right now what that looks like.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, I know. Everyone tells you that. And I'm like, hey, wait, we really have something here. Just hear us out. Okay, this won't be taught anywhere else. And you're like, okay, well, why is no one else doing this or teaching this? Okay, because no one else has the software to do this. Okay, this is, it's hard to explain how the software developed over the years, but basically it's been building on a core foundation, which is using Facebook profiles. It makes everything easier. And no one else is using Facebook login the way we are, and that's what gives us the ability to do all of this. So we're the only one doing it this way. So again, before we go into how we do it, let's look at what we need: the hub, collecting leads, and managing your payments. So let's go in and tackle those three things with 22Social and your fan page. Number one, building your hub. As I mentioned, we're not talking about the old way. No, we're not talking about that. The new way, one click, boom. As Monica has been telling you and showing you, your fan page is really powerful. It's free and powerful to set up in seconds. You got your home page there, and it looks different now. Great. But that's the other beauty of it too, is they're making changes all the time. The beauty of Facebook and having the best programmers and marketers and business people in the world over there is they're always making it better for you. You can sit back and sleep at night, and they're improving the customer experience. They're giving you more features. They're doing their best to help business owners attract customers with these pages. They'll even give you a Facebook Live. You can, for free, pull up your phone and broadcast to your whole fan base. And it's unreal what you have. And that just, you can't replicate that with a website. You can't keep up with it. By the time you do, I used to try to do this too. I'd be like, oh, I can plug in all these social widgets into my website. It's not the same thing. And by the time you get that figured out, Facebook is already light years ahead. So why not ride the wave and just take advantage of that? You have all the social integrations, your contact info, your messaging, which is amazing. photos, videos, even live video, posts and notes, your viral events, the tracking, the data, it's all there. Mobile, the advertising, again, we can go all day on each one of those alone. I'm just giving you the big zoomed out picture. That's what you have for free. So why not? And then now the best part for us and for you is that it's expandable. They let you install what they call apps onto your page. So if you need more than that, you can now install software. You can try to build something on your own and install it in there, but no one wants to do that, right? It's not that easy. But what we've done is take advantage of that. So what you could do with 22Social is you have your fan page. In one click, you can install 22Social, and now you can upload your media, create beautiful mobile-friendly apps inside your Facebook fan page. So now you can really bring your page to life. You're not limited to just posting content and using what Facebook gives you. You can now bring in the rest of the web, bring in your videos, your Vimeo, your YouTube, your podcast, your audio files, all kinds of cool media, load it right in, just like we're doing right now, even a live hangout. And it's more of a system designed to get you the results you need. So right now we're looking at just the visual, kind of the setup here. So with that, you create your apps to showcase your content. So that's one of the biggest, coolest things you could do. As you see on the left there, lots of visual, dynamic content, like a website basically on Facebook. I mean, you can make it look really nice, and it's simple as point and click. We have pre-made templates, layouts, and styles to design it how you want. But we don't make it we don't give you too many options because you don't want to sit here and design all day, right? It's like, hey, just click something and get it going. You just put in a couple content areas, put in your videos, and boom, you're done. You don't want to sit there all day trying to figure out what to design. We give you a framework to make it really fast. You can embed your videos, images, live hangouts, podcasts, and social widgets. Really just point and click, no coding or anything needed. And then it's instantly mobile ready. So without you lifting a finger, you can send out a smart link. We call it a smart link. It's going to mobile optimize it. So now you can promote this one link anywhere on the web, in your emails, Twitter, on your website, Facebook, running ads. You can promote this page and it's going to be mobile ready, all automatic, so you don't have to do anything. So that's building your hub. A lot of cool things to do now. Building on top of what Facebook gives you, 22Social lets you do that. Next, attract and collect leads. So the old way was, okay, well, now you build your hub, now you install these things, to get names and emails. What's a bummer about those kind of lead capture systems is you don't know who the person is. So you're looking at like a list of names and emails, and it's not very personable. It's great, it could work, but is that really what you want? I mean, could it be better than that? Well, here's what we do. We use Facebook login to allow you to collect Facebook profiles. So you can collect Facebook authenticated leads with the login button. Just like on your mobile phone, all those mobile apps out there. In fact, I think over 80% of the top grossing mobile apps, they use Facebook login to let you log in. That's what gives you all these cool features. You can share with your friends and do all this stuff on these mobile apps. So it's a huge part of the industry right now, and big businesses are making a lot of money with this. What we've done is make it really simple and built right in. You could use that feature for your business. And when you collect the leads, you see their faces, all that information is available right there inside your Facebook page. So the data is much better, right? They're not able to put a fake name and email and all that. Like, we're getting their Facebook profile. So you
basically
can even go,
turns you into Facebook, I think that's the coolest thing. It's like all that stuff we talked about, and I've been sharing about how much Facebook knows and how it's able to, why the algorithm works the way it does and everything it knows about people. Like, with this system, you now become Facebook and you know it all too. I think that's the power behind it, really. Like, it's just awesome. Sorry, I had to interrupt. I'm like, it's just like, it turns you into Facebook without having to know how to do any of this app developing or anything like that.
That's the power. Yeah, you can now do something with all this cool data and information and have a strategy. So you're not just posting to get people or send them over to your website. You have it all in this ecosystem that is continuing to blow. Their Q2 numbers just came out, and it's like beyond what they even expected, and it's blowing people away. Their stock price is the highest ever. while Twitter's going down. So I mean, it's a great place to be, and now you can really take advantage of that data and the activity that's happening. And that data is really, really key. And you talk to any Facebook advertiser, professional marketer, they look at Facebook and they're blown away. Even more than Google, Facebook now is a leader in this information. So there's a lot more you could do with the data going forward, but just know that this data is really powerful, and it's going to be the best place for you to start collecting information from your potential customers and team members and whatnot. I mean, this information is the best you're going to get anywhere in the world. So Facebook login to get that information. So it's really one click for them. They don't even have to put in their name and email. They just, as long as they're logged into Facebook, it's one click and they're right in. And then the referral tracking. So I mentioned some of the power of what you can do with this. Well, it makes it really easy to track what they're doing. So you could do some fun contests and sweepstakes to get them to bring more of their friends. And we don't really have to do anything special because we know what their Facebook profile is. And so we could just track their link. We give them a special link, and we know that people are registering through this person's link. And we can talk more about that, but it's all simple and built right in. So you have some really powerful, and there's software that does referral tracking for sweepstakes and things that can cost you up to $80 a month. I've used some for projects in the past before we added that feature, because we're like, wait, we could do that with our system because we have their profile logged in. Let's do some sweepstakes stuff and contests. And we were able to add that in really quick.
Yeah, I've been doing that on the summer series. So every course I give away a free gift. And so people were getting their share link and sharing it out. And so their chances of winning was increased with each share that they invited other people. And they were, telling their friends about it because they found value and benefit. It's all automated. I didn't have to do anything. I don't have to go to some extra. There's no extra step or no extra external component that I have to use to pick a winner or draw a winner. That's just one of the many, many features that's all built in and it's all in one. So they've seen it. Those of you who've been with us through the series, you guys, the contests I've been doing, it's all done automatically. I don't have to do anything. It's done on the background autopilot.
Yeah, that it really is sweet. And that's just a part of the reason why this way to collect leads is going to be a lot more powerful for you. Maybe not right away, but just know that all this is built right in, and you're getting great data, and it's just far superior to some of the other systems out there that are expensive. There are systems that are very costly that allow you to collect names and emails. This is built into 22Social, and it has much, much more than just name and email. You're getting much better data and a lot more power. So let's see. How do you then give value, right? So you talked about value because you're giving good value. What kind of value can you give that's going to collect more leads? This is where the cool stuff is. You could put in content to attract people and make them want to opt in, right? And so you can collect their information. You can give away ebooks, downloads, video courses, audio files, podcasts. What do people want from you? How can you help them and serve them? What can you give away? You could do a live hangout to attract people like Monica's been doing. Do training and valuable stuff that it's going to get them closer to understanding who you are and why they might want to do business with you, giving them a little taste of what you offer with your paid services. And then again, incentivizing them to share, get them to share and invite friends to increase their odds to win. You could even do referral contests, and the person who refers the most people gets a one-on-one session with me or a free prize or something. So all that can be done right there. And that's how you really, you got to find a way to give value. This is an automated system to deliver value right there on Facebook and collect information, because you need that data so that you can grow your business and get more customers. Now, if you're wondering, we have all types of media, again, to help you do this. Really simple to do. You can integrate with your email autoresponders, so you can build your email list at the same time. So we're not against email. It's great, and we're getting that data, so why not just automatically have it go to your email autoresponder so you can get them on your email sequence. And some of you advanced marketers know how to turn that into sales, but that's all built right in seamlessly as well. And then tracking, if you love tracking, a lot of tools to get the most out of people visiting your page and kind of see who's there using Google Analytics and even Facebook Pixels.
I think the email thing is important to mention if we get stopped there for a second, because a lot of times people say, well, you know, I don't want to do my business on Facebook. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, what happens if Facebook goes away? Well, first of all, Facebook isn't going anywhere anytime soon. But I mean, I kind of almost laugh because what are they using anyway? Like if you're using like some type of lead pages or, you know, plug-in software on your WordPress site, you know, you don't own that either. I mean, what you own is the list that you collect. And Facebook, well, 22Social allows you to do that, but you don't just get the name and the email. I mean, you're getting like what they like to do on the weekends, what they had for breakfast, where they were born, you know, who their siblings are. It's like the amount of data you can get on people just, you know, that are really targeted, you know, they love what you have to offer. They're interested in what you provide, the value you provide, and you know so much about them. But you own the list, so it doesn't matter where it's hosted on. I think that was important. That's important to mention because people don't realize the power. They go, "Oh, yeah. I didn't realize you got your whole list." Like everyone, you know, I've had. I think one of the courses I did last year, we had like 8,000 people like opt in to a webinar, and those all went into my email list. I went from 300 to 8,000 in like 5 days. It's crazy.
Dang.
It just was increased.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, you could go build a website after that. It doesn't matter. You have the list. You could go
you could take it with you
over to Twitter or
exactly.
Snapchat it up. I mean, whatever you want to do. Like the key is the relationship you have with those people, and you have a way to contact them, right? So that's all you're trying to do. I mean, really, Facebook to us is like we're not trying to get fans. You know, everyone that we promote stuff to, I'm making sure that, yeah, it's great if they like your page, and I mean, you can obviously take advantage of that, but then it's like what the goal here is to get them to become a lead, which means they really know about my business. They're not just liking some post or something. They're like really engaged with the value I'm trying to give them, and I'm trying to take them to the next level where they're, you know, my promise with my business is, hey, you pay me and I'm going to solve this for you. So that's what you want to get them into is like, hey, get them interested in what you're offering for paid products and services. Get them on a list so you know that they're interested, and now turn them into a customer when they're ready. You know, right. And that's the key is they're not gonna be ready right away all the time. Maybe you're watching right now and you're like, I don't know, but hey, maybe down the road you'll be interested. And Monica will remind you in a couple months, right, with an email, like, hey guys, remember that 22 thing? So there's always that's the power is you're not losing your energy or wasting opportunities. This is a very efficient model. Is getting that data.
I'm not crying over so I've got like 12,000 on my list right now, but I have what, 22, maybe 2,300 fans. I'm certainly not crying over the 10,000 that didn't like my Facebook page. I mean, most people are like, you know, I don't know who these 1,000 fans are. Not only do I know who my 2,000 fans are and everything that I need to know about them, but I know them plus an extra 10,000 that maybe they didn't like my page and didn't become a fan, but they all came from Facebook. They all actually, almost my entire life, about 95% of my list comes from my 22Social apps on my Facebook page. So it's pretty much a big chunk of it. But they're opting into the value that I'm providing, and we're working on other things, and you know, in our Facebook group or through email or, you know, in my courses, different things. And I'm not really crying over the fact that they're not liking my page. Actually, you know, as you guys have learned through the series, more fans is not necessarily a good thing because it just makes your organic reach that much worse.
Quality.
If they're not engaged. Right. Anyway, yeah. So it's not about the numbers, guys. It's about the power of what you can do with that traffic. Yeah.
Going back to this list here where you see that stuff on the left, you could click one button and export all that data. I should probably add that as a bullet point here now that I think about it. You can export that whole list of people as just a CSV spreadsheet file, right? So you have all that data in a spreadsheet.
Yeah, I've got clients who are beginners and they're like, I don't know how to use an email autoresponder, you know, MailChimp, aWeber, Infusionsoft. They're like, you know, so I guess I can't do this. And I'm like, no, you actually do you know how to use Excel? You just click a button and you've got your entire list of all their information, their Facebook profile, everything. You can export it into an Excel spreadsheet. And it's like, that's when the light bulbs go off, and it's like, wow, it's just amazing.
Good to know. I'm going to add that because now you made me realize I forget that sometimes, like obviously, but yeah, you don't know that until we tell you.
Exactly.
You could do the Monica way and go add each of those people as a friend and put them on a friends list, right? I learned that from you, and I'm like, dude, that's awesome. I'm getting like 100 likes on my post now on my personal page because I went and added all our customers.
Well, you don't know what you don't know. That's why I do these like Q&A sessions. I learned a lot. You know, most of the was mostly Q&A up until today. Today's mostly presentation. Like I'm not interacting, but up until this point, I learned so much about what people, you know, we think like, oh, duh, they need to know about that because we're in it every day. Like we know the ins and outs, but it's like when you cook something like a recipe, I always refer to that. Like you make a recipe, you don't stop to think of all the things that somebody doing it from scratch would need to know. Like you just assume, well, everybody knows you've got to season it, you know, but you know what I mean? Like the step by
That's
step.
me.
So
I'm like, wait, what? I have no idea how to get there,
so,
right?
you know, it's totally helpful. And that's where you build those relationships though. I built so many great relationships just getting to know people through a social network like Facebook. It's awesome.
Hey, that's how we met, right? And now you've come down to visit a couple times. We're both Kings fans. And you got to go
Andrew
to
used to live up here, I think. You said you used to live up in Sacramento.
I grew up in Sacramento, for the first 18 years. So yeah, I was a big Kings fan, so yeah, we got that in common. And you know, everything started getting better with football up there after I left, and baseball. It wasn't so good back then.
Stay away.
I'll stay down here where my San Diego's 53 years without a championship. Anyway, going into part 3, process and manage payments. This is the fun part, but it doesn't always look so fun because you go into doing this, and I remember researching all these sites and tools that I could buy and figure out to do my payments. Kind of a bummer because now you're spreading yourself all over the place, and your customers are over here in this system, and your fans are over here, and your like things aren't syncing up together, right? So that's not really ideal. And this stuff can be really complicated, having usernames and passwords. Who wants to really do that and manage that? Oh, that's the worst. So now you're like, well, how do I even take payments and do all this? Well, we're not talking about doing this. I'm going to give you a different solution. That's maybe the easiest solution in the entire planet that I'm aware of. You already have their Facebook profile. You had them log in. Let's just connect it to PayPal. And how long does it take, Monica, to connect to PayPal?
I have 12 seconds. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally, you don't have to learn PayPal. You just have to have a PayPal account. And then you go connect it. And then what you can do is just put in the price and say, I want this product to be called my cool, online marketing course. You're gonna make a couple of videos, load them in, and then you put your price, like $99, and done. We create the whole PayPal payment order page for you. You don't have to do any of that. So you don't even have to leave Facebook to like create your PayPal products and courses. You can load your content back into your page, and you don't have to give them a custom, username and password.
Oh my God, genius.
To access.
Yeah.
You've been there?
This is where I get really excited. This is when I start fumbling. This is like, I can't talk about this because then I'm all over the place and I'm like throwing up everywhere. But I get really excited about this part because this is was a lot of work. What I was doing before and connecting everything. And even, I don't even know if you're going to talk about the affiliate program, but that's huge too. Like you can say, okay, $99 for this. And let me go ahead and just give everybody 50% for referring. And then I type in, it's literally, I'm typing in 50%, click go, and I walk away. And then that's it. People just get paid automatic. I don't even have to log back in ever again. It's all automatic. And it was like, wow. That's just like really, one little thing. It was crazy.
I know, it doesn't get easier, right? It just couldn't possibly be easier. I mean, it does get me excited too, because you have the power at your fingertips. Like, man, anything I can imagine, I can create this course and do this stuff. And hey, it's going to take some practice and testing to get something that actually sells. But you have the tools to do it, and it's as simple as it could ever be. So yeah, I'll talk about those payments right now. So there's 2 types of payments you can do. There's one time. So you could say, hey, $99, you get access to the course. That's it. You can always come back here and access the videos. Maybe they're buying a coaching session from you. We do that. I've done a lot of coaching sessions. I have a whole system set up where I just take $100 to spend an hour with me, and I'll help you with your design because I do all the graphics and stuff for 22. So I help our customers with that, and it's just so seamless. They log in through PayPal. I can just go message them on Facebook after they pay me because I have them in my what we call SRM, Social Relationships Manager. So it's all those faces that you see in there. And I can just see, okay, John paid $100. Let me go message him and get that set up. So it's so seamless and easy.
Or you can set it up automatically, like with you know, you pay and you automatically,
exactly.
Yeah, they click a link and they schedule on your calendar with one button. I'm all about not working.
Well, I did that, but then it's like when you actually need to go and meet with them, then it's easy, because that could be, you know, that could also be a challenge if you don't have like the information, and relying on email. No one really wants to rely on email because you never know with email. But with Messenger, you know, I can go send them a message real quick, or they could at least contact the fan page. The other second part of this is subscription. So you could do recurring payments. So you could do monthly payments to your content right on Facebook, and now build a subscription. I think everyone watching likes residual, right? Residual income, woo, right? Okay, I didn't get the reaction from you, Monica, I was looking for.
Woohoo! Make money while you sleep, yeah.
Yeah, so that's where you're really leveraging your time and energy, because everyone you bring into your paid program, you don't have to go sell a bunch of new people again next month. You got them all locked in, paying you monthly, and that's really nice. That's a really stable income stream. So that was really exciting when we added that subscription option to take monthly payments. Now the affiliate tracking, this is cool. So easily turn your buyers into affiliates. Now this doesn't work with subscriptions, but on the one-time payments, you can have all of your customers become affiliates. And it's really simple. The commissions are automatically paid. In fact, to even become an affiliate, if someone buys your one-time payment course, you know, they pay $99, they get into your course, and you're like, hey, invite some friends, and I'll pay you 50%. You just type in how much percentage you want to pay them. They click a button to become an affiliate, and it's a one-step process. They put in their PayPal email of where they want to get paid. Since we already have all their Facebook profile, we know who they are. They're already registered in your app right on your fan page. We have the information we need. We just need to know their PayPal. They click OK, and then it gives them their own custom affiliate link. And then we even put a little send button and share button right there, so they could just share out their affiliate link and bring you more customers totally for free for you. And it's fun for that person because they can now bring you customers. And in 30 days, once the payment's final and complete, the system will automatically send them a payment. So super smooth. I know, Monica, you sent me some people to my coaching thing. I'm like, hey, cool. I'm paying out Monica. Boom.
I was just going to say, I made a few bucks off of you.
And we both win. It's like, it's a great system. So that's all built in as well. So you see how like we built on top of all this. It starts with your basic hub. You go into collecting leads and attracting people. And now it's, hey, you can close the deal and create paid customers easily managed right there on Facebook. So putting it all together, how do you do this? This is kind of the last part of this today, and then we'll go into questions and just kind of chat towards the end here. Facebook, so here's like the zoomed out flow of how we see this, and it's pretty simple. So you have your fan page, right? You know that it's your hub. You already got that most likely, check. Next, you install 22Social. Now 22Social, each app that you install has two parts. There's basically what we call the main content there on the right. That's where you can deliver the content. In this case, we're looking at how do you collect leads. So you have your content like your ebook, your video that you're going to give away. That's great, but how do you protect that content so only people who've registered or opted in can get access? Well, that's where we have the gate. So there's two parts, pretty simple. There's the gate, which you can put your information, hey, get this free video, and just log in with Facebook below, and you're going to get free access right now. So that's all you need to know. There's two parts you set up, and once you get that set up, now you can start promoting stuff to get people over there. So you've got your promotional content, which you know, I'm sure Monica's been teaching you how to leverage some of that, get more people to see it. You're using that promotional content, whether it's, you know, just an image post, a video post, Facebook Live, a note that you create, something cool, you know, event on your fan page, and you get it out in front of an audience. So now you want people to see these promotional pieces of content, and when they see it, hopefully you eventually get them to click over to your app, right? That's really the main purpose of this stuff, is get them to click in to get your free thing. If they consume some kind of video that you post out there, you'd be doing them a disservice by not giving them somewhere to go get more information from you, right? you've got a great video or maybe a case study that you share or some kind of inspirational quote. I mean, is that all you want them to do? They probably want more than that. Like, okay, that was great. I like this, Monica, but do you got something else for me? I mean, can you solve a problem for me right now? So that's what you're doing with your promotions, is reaching out to people, showing that you care and you have something to help them. Now you get them over and you deliver some free content. So they all go through, they click over to your app and they can go through, log in, get instant access. So you've built your list now. You have that information of people who you had no idea who they were a couple minutes ago, and now you open up your app there and you look at your SRM and you see faces looking back at you, and people are going through and getting your free information. You have you're making progress, right? That's a really big step for you to get that going, because at that point you have a way to communicate with them, connect with them, and bring them over to paid offers. Even if it's just, hey, I want to work with you and I want to get you on my team. Let's have coffee, all the way up to, hey, join my subscription membership program, get my paid video course showing you how to do this. Or maybe it's to buy a physical product or good. Hey, go check out our shopping cart. We've got a special coupon discount for you. So that's where you turn, people you have no idea who they are into warm leads, into paid customers. Pretty simple, right? OMG, that's so much easier. Okay, that's how I hope you feel looking at that, because it really is that simple. Is that how you do it, Monica?
It was like, I couldn't believe it, really. I was like, there's no way it's this easy. It was like everything I could just throw. I felt like I could just throw everything away. I don't need any of this other stuff. All I need is Facebook, and I can enjoy my life. It was just, I can't even put it into words. Like, you see why I had to bring on someone to come help me explain this? It's just, I get so excited. It's just unbelievable. I like the face you see there. That was my face. I was just like, OMG.
That's been the challenge for us too, is trying to explain this. And this didn't happen overnight for us. We didn't know that this was how it looked. This took years of trying different things. We started off doing Hangouts like this, and that was cool. We didn't even have a lead capture system when we started doing it. We made people like our page to watch the Hangout, but then Facebook got rid of that. So we're like, hey, why don't we have them log in to watch our Hangout? And then all of a sudden now we have the system to collect leads and have people get free content. And we're like, dude, that works really well. Now we can email them, and we have them on our list, so we could send out a newsletter when something comes up and a new feature, a new offer. So we really were able to build on top of that. And that system right there. I mean, that's how we went from 1,000 a month to 50,000 a month in under a year. Because that free content we delivered, we were doing a weekly live Hangout. That's what we did for a year. And we got people to get excited about it, share our stuff. It just really went crazy. I mean, I've never had that happen in my life. I've helped other people in the past make a lot of money. But when it happened with my own business, and to go from struggling and feeling like, hey, 22Social, we're about out the door. I mean, we put our best effort in. We spent a couple $100,000 building the software, and this is how it was painful. I mean, we spent a lot of money, and we were making $1,000 a month. It's like, dude, we can't split $1,000 between 5 of us. So it was really, really painful. We were taking on clients, just trying to stay alive for a while, but it really turned around. We're like, hey, let's start a show. Let's take down our website, because that was costing us time and energy. It wasn't getting us the results we wanted. We're like, forget SEO and stuff. Like, let's just go find people that want to hear what we're saying, and let's make it straightforward. Let's just get them to show up. We're going to give content. We're going to put an offer in front of them. And if they don't buy there, we'll invite them next week. We'll just keep them coming in, right?
I think, well, when you are able to let go of all the frustrations, of all the technical work and headache, like all that busy stuff you have to do, and really get down to why you got into business in the first place, what you're passionate about. I love teaching. I love helping. I'm able to, be home with my kids and turn my passion into profit. And, I was a born entrepreneur. I used to try to sell dirt to the kids down the street, mud pies, and, it's just, but I'm able to do that for a living and help people and make it easy. Like, I don't have to do all the technical stuff because I can enjoy my business. When you feel good, you just allow I'm going to get all like brain coach on everybody, but your creative pathways in the brain open up, and you are so receptive to so much better ideas or things maybe you weren't noticing before because you were stressed out about all the minute things you have to do. You have so much more clarity, and you're happier, and that's when things really start flowing. That's when the magic happens. And I mean, when I let everything go, it was crazy. I had like, I think it was, I don't know if it was last summer or the summer before, when I had my the first time I migrated my course that I had been doing through a WordPress like membership site, and thought, okay, I'm going to try this on 22Social. And I take that back. It wasn't the first one, but the second one I did with 22Social. I literally, I think it was like $24,000 or $25,000 I made in like, what is like a weekend? It was like 4 days. And I was where you were saying how we've all been there. We're like, I'm only making like $400 this month. My mortgage is $2,000. How am I going to feed my family? We've all been there. And when you're stressed out and trying to do everything, the last thing that you want to do when you don't have money and you can't pay your bills and you can't feed your family is figure out all this technical stuff. But when you can make it easier, you just, ideas flow, you get better. I don't know what it was, but it was like this peace and serenity. And it was like, oh, I've got a great idea. Yes, to 22Social. I'm going to do it. It was revolutionary for me, just revolutionary. And I just want to share it with everybody. I really do. Like, it's so hard to explain how excited I am without going crazy. Incredible.
Oh,
Incredible.
I think you hit on an important point where the magic doesn't happen. The technology isn't really the real magic. It's necessary to scale your business, but the magic comes from really helping people and creating content that's valuable, that's transformational for people. That doesn't happen overnight. That's what we really need to focus on, is going in and solving problems for people and helping them and finding better ways to communicate your message so it resonates with people. That is really what you should be focused on with your marketing, not having to juggle and manage and maintain all this stuff, because it's both sides are required. You do need the systems to scale your business if you want to get out of just doing one-on-ones the rest of your life, right? You want to create multiple streams of income. But you do need to have that, like, the magic is your gift of how you can help and serve others. Will this video course really help people? Can you, how do you get that done? So that's where you should be focusing your time, and combining with Facebook, leveraging that platform, and then adding in these cool features, making it as easy as possible for you to get this set up. That's what's fun for us to see, is like people really passionate entrepreneurs are able to get in and be like, man, I could do something. I could really make a difference for people. I can get my content out there in front of people and get to know them and help them create new paid offers for them. I'm working on stuff myself. It's like I'm doing one-on-one coaching. I'm doing putting together a paid course. I have a subscription program, like all these different ways you can help and serve others. That's the magic. So let's see. Let's wrap this up and put together our little special offer here at the end. For those of you who've been watching this and are kind of jiving with it and liking what you're seeing, we do have a special deal. I'm sure you're probably expecting that, but we'll get to that in a second. But the recap of all this, now you can use Facebook and 22Social to grow your business faster. You can build your hub. You can attract, collect leads, process, manage payments. That's really fun. You don't have to deal with this. That's not fun. Okay. We're not talking about that. You have a system, a formula that's been proven and tested, the whole complete solution. It really is everything you want. I mean, I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying it because Monica and countless other customers tell us that. And what we've been striving hard to provide for you is everything you want to get your business going. It's quick, easy to maintain. It is low cost. It's, we could charge a lot more for this. And we've been, going back and forth with our pricing for a couple of years. Do we want to go high end? It's been a challenge for us. But really our goal is like, hey, we just want to make this as simple as possible for you, make it low cost to get started. Because we know, if you can get going and start having results, you'll be a long-term lifetime customer with us, because we're going to be here with you to help you keep growing, building your business. So we keep it low cost to get you going. not technical. You know, a couple clicks, you could have it all installed on your page, and build an app in a few minutes even. It really does automate all this stuff as we talked about. You know, as much as we can, and we'll continue to find new ways to automate for you and make it easier, as we're using the software ourselves. So we all want to make our lives easier, and you get all the features and things going forward as well. It is a complete solution, and you can create income with it right out of the box. It's not a system where you have to connect with 100 different things. You don't even need an autoresponder to make this work. So boom, you got everything you want, right? I'm not talking about this. That's the old way, broken. The new way, well, it's outdated. The old stuff is outdated, and nobody got time for that. Just recapping for you. You don't spin in circles with complex marketing systems. If you want to leverage Facebook to build your online hub, collect leads, and make sales, then you can join really thousands of savvy, we like to say savvy entrepreneurs, because they're ditching that traditional model. And it is a little, controversial. A lot of people get mad at us when we talk about this. So this is really a way to say, hey, there's a new way. Thousands of people are doing it, and you could ditch that old model just like Monica. Embrace a faster, simpler, and really more effective strategy to build their online empire. So that's the old way's broke. The new model, as you can see.
We got some great comments over here too.
Oh, we'll dive into that here pretty soon. I love that. And really, it's time for you to build your dream business, right? Monica, you talk about this. This is where it's at. This is what we want you to do, and we want to support you and help you do that. And here's kind of the process of what you can expect to do if you don't have a page. If you don't have a fan page, you can set one up for free, and I'm sure Monica can show you how to do that. That's the easiest part. Then you can install 22Social apps, even just starting with one app to get some leads generated. You can attract and collect leads, make sales, and hey, have some fun along the way. Doesn't have to be painful and a total nightmare. You can actually have fun doing this. Here's another example similar to you, Monica, was Mia. And she came into our office a couple weeks ago. It was great to hear her story. I took this quote from the Hangout training we did with her. And she's like, man, I used to pay people to manage all this stuff for me. And her designer, her programmer, couldn't work with her anymore, and she was left on her own. And she's like, I've got a whole business I'm running online, and I need to be able to do this myself. I don't have my guy anymore. And so she came to us, and she's like, what can you help me with? I'm trying to get my system going online. And everything she said, we're like, yeah, our system does that for you. It'll solve that for you. Oh yeah, you don't need anything else. We could do that. She's like, no way. So she started building it, and now she's got her whole programmer. She can run her entire business with this one system, and she's doing, again, paid coaching programs. She's got all kinds of stuff going on there. It's really cool to see that she was able to go from a complicated, messy system to one spot right on Facebook, and focus now on helping and serving people and building her personal brand while creating multiple streams of income. That's really the dream. And hey, if she wants to go do one-on-ones with people, she can charge a lot more now. So it's beneficial in many ways to get this going for you. Simple, convenient, complete. Training and support is included, guys. We have a whole support center with technical step-by-step, so we help you with that. We've got a ticketing system and our team here to answer your support building questions. I do a live hangout every Tuesday. You can come and ask questions. So I'll just do some new demos, give you updates. Obviously we're around and really want to support you. We have a community, a Facebook group that you can join to share and get feedback from people if you're get stuck anywhere, because we don't want to have any kind of obstacles in your way. We want to support you and create an environment where you can succeed and thrive. You're going to get all the future features as well. So we're really just getting started. We feel like we've come a long way in a couple of years, but man, where can we go from here, right? We want to keep making this more and more powerful, help you get results faster. And there's going to be no risk for you. So let's talk about that low cost, no risk. How's that sound, Monica? We got a special price, right?
This deal is actually, I'm jealous. Like, it's awesome. I'm like, what?
Yeah, we made it pretty sweet for you. We have sold this stuff for more in the past. But like we said, we want to keep it as low as we can and get you in the program, get you results, and help you start making money. So what we have for you today is a special price. It's going to have all of our features, everything we mentioned included, unlimited lead sales and referrals. So you're going to uncapped. I mean, you can go out there and change the world. You can make $1 billion business with us. We're not going to charge you anymore. It's all part of the package. What you get is up to 3 Facebook pages, and that's 15 apps on each page. You're not going to need that many. You can make a whole 6-figure business with like 3 apps. But if you have multiple fan pages, you'll be able to use 22Social on multiple fan pages. If you need more than that, contact Monica, and we got another plan that we can help you out with. This, we've sold it upwards.
You won't need more than that. Like,
yeah.
You really won't. It's incredible.
Yeah, with that, that should be enough for you. I mean, you can, again, build a ton of different income streams with just that. We've sold this upwards of 70, 80 bucks a month, this package here in particular. Right now, you'll see it on our website. It's about $348 a year. That's with our normal plan. Today, we got a deal for you. Deal or no deal. We have a limited time. Save $151. That's $197 a year. Comes with all that included. Sounds pretty good, right?
That's pretty awesome. That is like 16 bucks a month. Yeah. For you don't need WordPress. You don't need your affiliate. You don't need a payment. You don't need a membership site. You don't need a lead pages. You don't need, oh my God, like I can just think of thousands and thousands of dollars I was spending before for 16 bucks a month.
Yeah, and the beauty is, you learn one system and you can do all that. You don't need Webinar Jam. You don't need this and that.
I didn't even talk. Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I didn't even, exactly. I don't pay for any of that. Like
Smart Member, Kajabi, whatever. It's,
you can host your podcast. I mean, did we even talk about that?
We could go, again, we could go all day on one of these topics. So that is the special. We're going to talk about this a little more and take your questions. But that's the deal that we have right now for a limited time. The special deal here with Monica today because she invited us over here and want to hook you guys up.
Well, I'm going to throw in some bonuses.
And yes, that's right. That's where I'm going with this next. So there's the link. Cool. There's a button down below too. And let's go ahead and look at there it is. That's what I was looking for. But wait, there's more. I had to throw that in. All right. So that's not good enough for you. Here's what we got. Some bonuses. Over 300 bucks in bonuses. We're going to toss in here for you. The first one, I'll talk about this. We're throwing in, we talk about Hangouts and what Monica's been doing here with her page. And really your success formula last year, Monica, was doing Hangouts, right? So that was your main attraction lead capture system, right? Mm-hmm. So learning from you and other people in our academy training, we put together a training. That's Will Irish there on the left. He's top Facebook ad trainer and really just a great entrepreneur, great guy. We have a 2-hour video where he kind of broke down his formula on crafting and creating a really good live Hangout presentation. So you can, and that's even not even just Hangouts anymore. It's really Facebook Live. So a lot of this live video formula, people are finding that's really the most efficient and effective way to convert people right into customers. So you get to know them, you get to have a conversation, do some training. If you want to do a big blowout sales presentation and make a big payday, this training is going to help you do that. And this training is specific to doing it with 22Social. So Will even showed how he put together his app and the formula he used to get that set up and what it looks like. And so you could kind of take notes from this, and I'm sure learn from Monica going forward because she's really well experienced and made a lot of money doing this herself. So we wanted to give you that as part of the package if you get the $197 deal. Numero dos. I'll let you take that one, Monica.
So one of the really great things I've done, that my biggest aha moneymaker turning point for me was when I was able to create a membership site right on my Facebook page with a subscription, with or without a subscription. I mean, either way you could do it, and host my courses right on Facebook. So this is one of the things that I get a lot of questions like, how did you do this? How are you hosting this whole thing? How are you doing your affiliate program and getting, your memberships and have everything so connected and all in one place. So I put together a training. It's a little less than an hour, so it's not too long. It's about a 55-minute training with slides and a PDF download and all of this that I usually have exclusive for my subscription, my school, because I do have a course online where I teach. I'm also a certified 22Social instructor. So you guys are going to get that free just for signing up with your amazing $197 deal, along with the Hangouts training that we're packing together. So 2 bonuses on training that normally you'd have to pay for extra.
That's right. That's all built in for you. That's another, I mean, it just keeps getting better, right? So that's what you got today. Well, we could log in and show them what they're going to get when you sign up. So those links are available right now. And this is, you know, some more screenshots and cool stuff. Entrepreneurs do love 22Social, and we hope that you will too. If you don't love it, hey, you got a 30-day money back guarantee. So if it doesn't work out, or for whatever reason you don't want to use 22Social, we will give you your money back, no questions asked, within 30 days. So it's risk-free to get started today. You're going to get the bonuses, and you can go ahead and grab those bonuses. You'll learn a ton just from the Hangout one, and then for Monica, you know, that's more 22 specific, but you'll really see how this can create some new income. So even if it doesn't work out, you can keep that Hangout training and do it for whatever. If you want to go buy Webinar Jam and all that other stuff, then you can go figure it out. but the ideas will help you. But we have it all right here for you, so you can keep it simpler. And just showing you some more examples of what people are doing. David Baer creating courses and programs. Val is doing some really cool stuff with churches and ministry leaders, helping them reach more people and attract more people in, and creating programs. So I mean, beautiful visuals here and a lot of cool marketing strategies, but she's able to do all this right on her fan page. These are the mom entrepreneurs, the moms helping moms. I love what they're doing here. They've got a whole community and program helping mom entrepreneurs. And so they've created, you know, these different apps and training. So really cool stuff. I mean, you can probably imagine yourself doing something like this. Find the audience you want to help and serve, and you can put up pages like this to attract them, to welcome them in, to build your list. It doesn't have to be kind of stuffy, you know, behind the scenes sales marketing tactics, right? It's like this could be really personable on Facebook, have fun, and like Monica says, enjoy growing your business. So that's your price.
Do what you love and share it with the world, and not have to stress over all the technical side of it.
That's the key. So we'll open it up to Q&A. You said there's some cool comments in there, Monica. So I'll go off screen now and we can chat.
Yeah. So we have let's see. We got Julie over here who says I love how she says 22Social stops the hemorrhaging of money on all the things that she felt she needed, didn't always integrate with Facebook the way they said they would, because it's all inside Facebook. And Julie's actually doing some really great things with Facebook. More power to her. But yeah, just Christine saying how it's priceless. So it's almost like you get kind of overwhelmed. It's like, well, all this stuff sounds really good, and you know, is it really that easy? It really is. And I actually have a training program where I charge, it's $12.95 a month. I normally charge for one-on-one. If you wanted to work with me, it's $250 an hour, but that's a lot for some people, especially if you're just starting out. So I offer this group training, $12.95 a month, where I'm on 5 times a month for about an hour. So that's what, like a little over $1 an hour. And so what I'm also going to throw in with the training and packages, all that, is $7 a month. If you sign up right now, you'll get that for $7 a month. And basically Q&A, anytime you want me to, I will walk through whatever you need. I do it 5 times a month. You get on, you're like, hey, I want to do the church thing. That sounded really cool. How can 22Social help me do this? How can I set up the affiliate program? Well, I want to do it to just do a hangout, a webinar like you did. I don't want to pay for Webinar Jam. These are the kinds of questions people come on, and this is what I live for. I love it. I'm like, yes, I want to show you exactly how to do it. Walk through, have their aha moment, they're off and running, they're making money, they're collecting leads, and I'm like, who's next? I live for that. Like, if I could do that all day, that's what I would do. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, like this is like, how am I going to learn this? I want to be able to help you. So I'm going to throw in some extras and bonuses and lower price items for that. And I'm actually going to give away a free one-on-one training with someone just for being here. So if you referred friends, you came on, I'm going to do a drawing and I'm going to run it through, let's do 72 hours. So what's that? Monday at 2 between now and then. So if you feel like this, there's people who you can help you with this, you know, or would love this, or could use this, or need to watch this because they're spending money on all these things, share your referral link, send it out, and I will just basically pick one random winner. Oh, we should show that. Let's show how that works too, the system, because you can just pick somebody randomly, and I will take a one-on-one and I'll walk you through, and you tell me what it is you want to do, and I'll set it all up for you, walk you through it, and do that with you. And you know what? I'll actually pick the winner plus whoever referred them. So we'll get 2 people to do that.
Dang.
So yeah, let's do that because I'm super excited about this. I want those aha moments. I want people to go, oh my gosh, I don't have to do all that other stuff. No, you don't. And you're going to do it for a lot cheaper than I did, you know, even though it was totally worth it. I mean, 16,
well, that's the power.
50.
That's the power thing of getting in your program is sometimes it's like you're looking at this, you're like, okay, what could I do, right? I see that a lot where you're saying, well, how does this help my business? I see the cool stuff. It looks shiny. It looks like, I mean, I like the idea, but what should I do to grow my business? That's sometimes the disconnect. So if you're feeling that way, I'd say jump into Monica's program, and you're going to have her to give you some feedback and advice along the way. And it's a constant process. This doesn't end, you know, unfortunately, it doesn't just end all of a sudden. Like, you're going to have to kind of build this over time. That's the truth. Ask anyone who's had success and made all that money. That's a process of day-to-day figuring it out, especially at the beginning, to get this thing going. It gets easier down the road, but you're going to want someone there to kind of guide you and make sure you're on the right track so you don't waste months of your time. You know, sometimes I'll get on a call with somebody and they're like, oh, dude, I was going to spend the next week doing this. I'm like, no, dude, just do this. And it's like, they're like, wow, I get it now. So having someone there to help you, it could save you a ton of time and get you where you want to go faster. Because if you haven't been there yourself, you don't really know what the fastest path is. You hear a lot of things, but you know, we do our best to give you.
I always say I make the mistakes so my clients don't have to. I've made all those mistakes. I've done it. I make them until you don't have to. Let me show you how to do it. Really easy.
Yep. I think Tony Robbins said, like, the fastest shortcut is to go find someone who's done what you want to do and learn what they did and just follow that plan, because that's going to save you a ton of time. So Monica, yes, we call you a hacker here at the office.
Yeah, they call me the hacker. You know, where there's a will, there's a way. And you know, it's, you know what it is? It's my natural gifts. I always say you have a natural. We're all naturally good at something. There's things I'm horrible at, like trying to explain all this. I get all excited. I'm not the salesperson, but I'm more like, I love to teach, and I will sit with you until you get it. And I'm very thorough, and I love doing that. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be a teacher. I'd line up my dolls on my bed, and I would like raise their hand, and I'd have this little chalkboard. And then I got older and realized teachers don't make a lot of money. And I was like, well, I'm not going to do that. Well, here I am now, teaching for a living, making 6 figures from home. Yeah, exactly. I'm doing what I love. I help people take away those limiting beliefs. Don't think that you can't do exactly what you love, what you were put on this earth to do, and monetize it so you can have the life you want. You can. And if there's something you don't know how to do, if it's technical, let me help you with that. Because I have people helping me with stuff that I'm not good at either, like showing up on time where I'm supposed to be. I've got somebody helping me with that. But when it comes to the how-to and the technical, it's a natural gift that I've had. You know, people have been calling me hacker my whole life. It's something that I enjoy doing and I'm good at. So why not make a living at it? You might be really good at something that I'm terrible at. I'm going to need your services. And there's people all over the world waiting for you to show up, and they're going to discover you and the value you provide. And everybody's on Facebook. Why not set yourself up on Facebook so you can get discovered and help the people that you were put on this earth to help? Like, that's what it's all about. And this is just a tool. One of the tools, probably the best, most all-encompassing, diverse, and simple to use tools for an incredible price that I have probably seen in my entire life. Like, hands down, it's my favorite, number one. Everybody's like, what's your favorite like tool and gadget and app? 22Social is on the top of my list, hands down, every time. No question. So Christine was asking here that you said your internet dropped out about the deal. You may have answered this. So what I'm offering is, so if you sign up for the 22Social deal for $197, that's a whole year of everything. So it's the whole package for 3 fan pages, right? Which is up to 45 apps,
Yep.
which is plenty. I don't even use that many. So you'll be totally fine with that. With that, I'm giving a, you'll get a couple of free trainings that are extra with my paid program. And if you want to join the paid program, which is normally $12.95 a month, for coming through this app, you'll have a special link where you can get it for only $7 a month. And I didn't even mention this, and you want to know the date, Christine, it's going to be for 72 hours. So I'm going to go 2 p.m. on Monday. I am going to do a one-time lifetime access, because I know there's people who don't like to pay monthly, even if it's only $7 a month, which is incredible. I only offer this like once or twice a year, and it's usually $199, where I go, you don't have to do monthly payments. You'll get my training, my 5 times a month. I'm going to give you both of my courses. So my how to do intro to Facebook for business and get visible organically. Those 2 courses are included free. And I do it $199, like twice a year I open it up. Only for those who purchase 22Social between now and 2 p.m. on Monday. If you want to jump into that package, I'm going to do it for $99. It's not available any other way. So if you want it for $199, call me. But if you get the $197 deal with 22Social, I will do the $99 lifetime access to my training for as long as you stay, and includes all my courses. So that's until 2 p.m. on Monday. And I did have a slide, but we had a little technical issues before we started. So that will be up for the replay. You'll see that described everything. So no worries about having to write that down, Christine or anyone else who is asking. Now, there will be some other, cool things that we'll continue to offer, but that part I can't do for very long, because like you were saying, Andrew was saying about how, you've got to have that residual sustainable. And that's what I teach my clients. Like, you can make a lot of money, but you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. Find a way to continuously sustain success and offer value on a continual basis. And that's what like courses and monthly subscriptions do. So I've got to practice what I preach. If I just did a one-time all the time, then I'd be like, okay, what am I going to do next month? How am I going to, continue? So I don't open it all the time, but I'm only going to do the 99 with this group. So those of you who've been doing the school, we've been doing this for what, 8 weeks now. I think the lowest I went was 199, and I didn't even tell you guys I was going to do this. So $99 is going to be the one time on that till this 2 p.m. on Monday. Oh, and you answered that, Andrew. So I don't know if you want to elaborate on the question that you answered a few of these.
Let's see here. Melissa asked,
yeah.
Are there certain kinds of businesses that benefit most from this type of system? And that's a tough one to answer. I mean, really, from what I've seen, there's no business that wouldn't benefit from this, because every business needs to attract more potential customers, get them on a list where you can communicate with them, and get them to pay. So we've had a lot of success in every type of business I could think of, from someone selling a random gadget, just trying to get someone to buy a product, a physical product. Well, we do sweepstakes and lead capture and Facebook contests and promotions to attract thousands of people, and then it increases sales. Concerts, live in-person concerts have sold out because of this. Doing VIP upgrade sweepstakes, so you get a bunch of people to register to win this VIP upgrade. They're going to need tickets, right? So they could sell tickets for everyone who registers, follow them up with an email. So physical products are great. And then there's digital content. If you want to create your own digital courses, subscriptions, same kind of thing applies. You're not going to just put a link out there to buy your stuff. No one's going to buy that. So you have to have a way to warm them up, find the right people who would want to buy your stuff, give them a little taste of what you offer with a free giveaway, and then sell them. If it's just one-on-one coaching, you're just trying to get more local clients, local business, same concept applies. Can you find people in your local area that are likely to become customers? How can you get them to know, like, and trust you as fast as possible? Doing it, if they're looking for a local plumbing or something, hey, 3 things that you need to consider before hiring your next plumber, and create a video course to help them make the right decision, or something like that. So every business can benefit. It's the same process. How do you get someone from not knowing you at all, a random stranger online, to knowing who you are, establishing that trust, that relationship with them, presenting yourself in a way that gets your expertise across, show that you're helpful and you can solve their problem, then you put your paid offer in front of them. So, exactly. I mean, that's why I'm here today. It's because, like, hey, we really have a solution for you. We know how complicated it can be to market your business online. So I'm here with Monica doing the free hangout today to help you and give you some guidance on maybe where you were struggling and what maybe you were doing in the past, and show you, hey, there's a different model. We spent our time here with you today to show with you that we're not, some flash in the pan. We've been around for many years, and I'd love to help you more. If you have more questions, get in the program. We've got a community to support you. I can help you out on our live Tuesdays. Monica's got a whole program that you absolutely need to jump into and get that deal.
Yeah, the courses too. Jim was asking about what's in the 4-module course I offer. So I put the link in there, and actually there should be a button below that says learn more about FB Success School, because I have different components of it. So but we actually, I think, and I don't know if Sharon's still on the call, because I think one of our calls where we were going to talk about Facebook how to, and one of our questions was about finding your niche market. Where do you find them? How to get discoverable? The entire hour was just on that, and it was like so informative. Everybody was like really happy with the content. And so we talk about these things, not just in the courses, but on the calls. You guys have the floor. So these are the kinds of questions, Melissa, that we take on, as long as it has to do with, it's not even 22Social related, or, if you don't sign up for any of my courses, it's not related to that either. It doesn't have to be, although it's open to that. Anything related to using Facebook to monetize and grow your business, anything at all, is open forum. And we do this 5 times a month. I love to help people do and accomplish these things. So if you have an idea, you want to help, monetize that and figure out how can I make this possible on Facebook, with or without 22Social, whatever you use. It'll be a lot easier with 22Social, but these are the kinds of things that I love helping people discover, what works, what doesn't. So it's just, even the community alone, we all work together we're all doing different things. So like you had given some great examples. I know, Jim, you're doing, you work with wellness. So does Christine. I have someone who's helping people protect themselves, and be safer. She works with her market's women who maybe are single women or divorced, and they live alone, so they need to protect themselves. And she's got this whole series she's getting started. She's using 22Social to do her live events where she's just talking about awareness with the whole Pokemon Go thing. So she's using, and we talked about this on a coaching call, she's using something that's trending right now that's really like a big thing, and there's a problem with it. And she's showing people how they can be safer in situations where they might be vulnerable. So, I mean, any business, it really kind of, the whole spectrum, that's what I love to do, is take what they love to do and what they're passionate about, and let's find a way where you can offer that to people who need your help and make a nice living doing it, because you can't help people if you're broke. You just can't.
That is true. Yeah, you got to get your own stuff going to really help others. Let's see, a question from Christine. Does 22Social have the tools to analyze the data from the lead list? It's a good question. I think we don't really need to have a lot of tools for you, because Facebook does a lot of that for you. There's your fan page has the tracking of your fans, but what you can do with the data you get from your SRM is pretty exciting. I don't know if I want to get too far into it today, but what you can basically do is when you download that list of leads, people in your SRM, you can upload it to Facebook. And what Facebook will do is create what they call a lookalike audience. So they'll take the people in your list and then say, here are 1 million people who are similar to those people. So if you have like 100 people in your list, Facebook will say, here's a whole bunch of people that are really similar and would probably be interested in what you're doing. So you can do that in a matter of a couple clicks for free. I'm not sure about other tools to analyze that data. Have you tried anything, Monica?
Well, here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize this, and so it's kind of where because we're behind the curtain, so it's like the whole recipe thing again, right? You don't realize that you have to explain these little things, and so this comes up a lot on my coaching calls. You know how when you click on, like, you go to a site and then all of a sudden you are like on your Gmail or you're on Facebook and it's like the ads are following you and like, oh, I was just looking at that. So that's something that people don't realize. Like, you know, some people come in and go, I didn't realize that that's what that did. It's like people put these pieces of code, they're called pixel codes, and there's different ways to do this on their websites. And so they just follow you around. So people know, okay, well, she was interested in this, so I'm going to target ads to her. There's a way with just a couple clicks of a button through 22Social that you can put the same code on your Facebook page. So everyone that came to my page and opted into this free training because they're interested in monetizing their business, which I target towards home business owners. If you work from home and you want to learn how to safeguard your privacy because you work from home, you don't want to put your address out there, but still monetize your business because you want to provide a better life for your family, I know my market. That's who I cater to. That's who I design my opt-ins and giveaways for. Whether or not they purchase my course or join my programs or anything, because they visited the page and 22Social allowed me to put in my little code, I've now captured an audience profile of my ideal market. I can then say, I want to run an ad. Facebook, create me a lookalike audience of all the people out on Facebook, 1.6.5 billion people, that match the same demographics of the, whether it's 2,500 or 3,000 people that came by my 22Social app in this month and were interested in this, and find them. Oh, okay. Here's a couple million people that match that profile. And then I can get it, you know, even more targeted, and there's lots of training we can go into all that. And that's where the analytics comes through. And so when I explain it that way, people kind of go, oh, I didn't realize that that's how it works. And we tend to forget that because we're on the other end of it. Like, that's really one of the really powerful ways that you kind of have, you're like big brother on the inside Facebook, is you can take the power of that and everything Facebook knows about these people and go find more people that you can help that want what you have, that you can transform their life with what you have to offer, whatever industry you're in, and make serious changes. And they're going to want it because people pay for what they want. If you're going to be able to change someone's life and make their life easier, like 22Social, when they showed me that they could do all this, I was like, what? Like, it was a no-brainer. I was their ideal target market. That's what this helps you do. So that analytical side of it, I mean, there's lots of tools and extra things you could, bells and whistles, but it's all built into 22Social. So that's one I just off the bat is the pixel. Mm-hmm. Most people need a website to be able to do that.
Right.
You can pixel your Facebook fan page if you have 22Social.
We can go way down the rabbit hole of what you can do, but it begins with, you know, getting an offer online and promote some traffic to it, get feedback from people, improve your offer, do that for a while, and then start to multiply. When you get something that works, then it's a matter of multiplying. So when you're at the position where this is working, people are really excited about what I'm doing, because you're not going to have that right away unless you've been in business for a while and you've done a lot of testing.
And you guys teach that right off the bat, like that's included with your 22Social. Is that
yeah, when you sign up, we go through a couple hours. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a couple hours of training to get you to see how this can all work for you and to get started with that process. So wherever you're at, you're gonna get what you need. We've got training on just like, hey, if you want to get your stuff set up right now and sell it, boom, you can go watch that. If you want to get your first lead capture app set up, show you how to do that. But when it comes down to like Pat, you said, how would this best help direct sellers? You know, that's more your expertise, Monica. So I'm sure you can comment on that. But it's the same process. It's the same thing of like figuring out what they really want, what you have, what do you have, what does your product that you're selling have, or what does this opportunity have that they're looking for, and then how do you craft a message to get them to want to interact with you and your business. And that might not happen right away. It takes a little practice, but the power, I think, you know, back on this point of what can you do with that data? Well, the cool thing is the way this whole system works is when you start to get that going, and then you get it better and better and better, and you're starting to attract more people, they're more interested, you can press a button and multiply this thing and get it out to all kinds of people. Maybe you can comment, Monica, on where to start with doing direct sales.
Well, with direct sales, one of the biggest issues and problems is the replicated websites. So because in direct sales, everyone has the same link and it's just like / something, or you have a prefix. those really trigger like the spam bots and getting caught in Facebook jail. And so they crack down on that because we're all pasting the same links if you're in network marketing, direct sales. So Facebook kind of, it deters from that. They don't want users to be spammed, so that's who they value, right? It's all about making the users happy. That was class one, day one of this whole thing. So this actually takes it almost makes you can recreate your own version of your replicated site on Facebook. Give them a home on Facebook, a landing page where they can learn more about you. And like the buttons I have below, you can have those set up to go to, book a party, get more information, go visit my site. And it's almost, it keeps them on Facebook. So Facebook's going to favor that because you're not sending people away to another site that a bunch of other people are. That's just one, and not to go into too many details, I'll just do a second one and I'll leave it at that. But what I'm doing right now, you could do this as an online demo, like a party. You could do your presentation. It doesn't have to be as long as this. You could do like a 30-minute demo and set up a few buttons below where people can place their orders and have it directly linked to the buy buttons on your replicated site, and legally do business on Facebook because you're hosting it inside an app on your business page. It's actually illegal to conduct product parties and direct sales through a personal account or a group done with a personal account. You need to have a business page, an app like this, in order to do it without getting in trouble. So that's just two ways direct sellers could benefit with 22Social.
Nice. That's really important. That's really, really important right there. So that alone, and then we do like affiliate sales training, which is a similar concept. So yeah,
I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole, but yes.
Yeah, it's a similar problem, and the solution is you need that hub. So you got to solve the communication hub. You got to find a way to attract people who are interested, get their information, exchange some value, and then they're going to be ready to buy, or at least that's where you present your paid offers. But if you go out there just putting a paid link in front of people, it comes off as spammy. It's not effective. It could actually push people away from what you're doing. So there is a strategy here. The strategy that works is to lead with value, to connect with people in a really helpful, welcoming way, whatever your business is. And that's going to get them interested, want to engage with your business, want to learn more about what you're doing. And now it's not nearly as difficult to close somebody on joining your team, buying your products and services. And again, they're not going to,
when they come to you. You don't want to be chasing. I don't want to chase anybody, and I don't. I spin off of what you guys did when you're like, well, we're going to set out to, do this without a website. We're going to build this thriving company. We're going to do it all without a website. And I did the same thing. I was like, I'm going to start a brand new Facebook page. I did this in the fall of 2014, and I'm not going to ask for a single like, and I'm not going to pay for a single ad. And I'm just going to go out and be genuine, find out where my market is, who they are, give them value, and just show up where they need the value. And then I'm going to just have them, based on what I'm offering as value, they can click and come see what I'm all about. I'm not going to ask for likes. And I didn't do any of that. And I think within 9 months, I had over 1,000 fans. And I never did the whole like my page. I never even asked my friends to like I've never done it. I was like, I'm going to do what they did. I'm going to set out to see, I just want to prove to see if I could do it without it. So that whole concept of like push versus pull, nobody wants to be pushy and salesy. There's a real big push right now for authentic marketing, being genuine, showing up as who you are, and not worrying about, if people don't like you, you're not here to help them.
They're not going to buy. Yeah.
Right. The people who do, that's who you can really help. So.
Yeah, the value that you can provide, it doesn't, even whatever stage you're at, if you're not sure, like I don't want to sit there and create content all day, right? There are ways to give value that don't require as much even expertise on your part. There's people making a lot of money who just go interview people, and it's interesting to them, right? So now I can go to an interview with new people every week, and I don't even know anything about this topic, but I'm excited about it, and I'm going to find people and share this information and attract other people who want to learn about this. So you can start from nothing, a totally random topic, and go do some research and just share what you're learning along the way. So I think in direct sales, that can be really fun for you. It's kind of like a journaling process. It's like a public journaling almost. I can see that working for a lot of people just starting off in direct sales, joining programs. Share your process, because that's a system you're going to want to replicate anyways, because everyone that comes onto your team, they need to go through this journey themselves. And so if you can document the big aha moments and what you learned that's beneficial to people, that's actually valuable. So it's really just that concept of learn out loud instead of hiding, behind the scenes in a cave for 6 months to a year to 5 years. Who knows? You may never get something off the ground or out there. Get going right now. Start with something simple and focus on helping people, uniting people, being a welcome, helpful resource to others. That will bring them into you and help you grow your business.
Yeah, I started my first webinar, I think I did in 2012, when I finally was like, I'm going to try this webinar thing. I didn't even have a product. I had nothing to sell. I just got on there and was like, here's what I know. If you want to know more, sign up here and get on my email list and I'll tell you more. But I didn't even sell anything to them. But it was a start. It was basically me introducing what I know. Here's what I'm going to share. And if you're interested and you like what I have to say and you want to go on this journey with me, sign up. And I wasn't even selling anything, but that's how I started, just with the button. And it was way harder because I didn't have this.
Didn't have this. I know. I hear that from all. We've done a lot with direct sales companies, and they're just entrepreneurs. I mean, they're trying to find additional income streams, and you don't have a lot of time to become an expert at all this tech, but it's a people business. So that's really the power too, is you can get out there in front of people, make connections that are going to last, so you can build your own value yourself by creating that list of people that you have relationships with. You can send out an email when you need to. Maybe you switch to a different company, but you can have that communication with people. The question from Christine, you just answered that. Yeah, the lookalike, that's using paid ads, but you're going to save a lot of money with that process because you're finding the right kind of people who want to see your ads.
Yeah, don't just click the boost button or throw money out, because that's worse. You're probably better off not even spending money on ads. But when you have a real targeted, I know what people want and the kind of people that I can help, find me more of those on Facebook, your dollar goes really far, really far.
That is the key. Yeah, absolutely. I would not recommend just spending money kind of haphazardly. It really doesn't get you anywhere, especially without a lead capture system that will get you their information. If you're just trying to do likes, and that's one of the worst things you can do, is run a like campaign.
Yeah, no,
it never works.
No, you don't want likes. You want people. I mean, likes, it's just a vanity metric. You want people who don't go. I've talked about this all summer, so I'm not going to get too far into it, but you want to be able to help people. You want those who are most engaged, who want what you want, who want what you have to offer, and are serious about connecting with you. And the same goes on the other end. Don't go liking a bunch of pages, just do people a favor that you're not their market. You're not interested in what they're selling, but you think you're just doing them a favor. You're actually making it worse for them. You're just one more unengaged user that's bringing their reach down. So don't worry about the numbers. It's not about that. You're going to make the connections. Facebook is not the it's the social relationship tool. It's not the sales tool. The sales tool happens when you start to build the relationships within your subscription, within your email, on the Hangouts, interacting in Facebook groups, and all of these things that you build your communities on within, and make those connections. But you're not just going to do it, blindly.
That's right. That's where the strategy, the system, a complete system can really, really help you. And now you won't waste any more time. You have a plan, and it's the best chance you have of getting some ROI with your fan page as fast as possible. So Monica, we're about an hour and a half in, almost 2 hours. How are you feeling? I think we got through all the questions.
Yeah, I think we did. And if not, I'll go through and answer some more. Jim had said something about the Facebook school. It's not I think that's because I had this set up as the intro app, and since we're live, you are going to be going in circles. So as soon as I refresh that one should work. And if not, I'll definitely make sure that it does. But I'll look into what you said there. Other than that, if I missed something, I'm going to go back through, make sure I answer them. You can also message me up at the top. You're on my Facebook page, so click the message button, send me a message that way, and I can also get back to you and connect with you through Messenger, or if you want to email. My email is very simple, monica@monicaramos.tv. it's pretty straightforward. Either way, I'll make sure that I follow up with any questions that we didn't answer. And this will be up for a while. So the special is good until Monday at 2 p.m. And this will be up at least till then. So I'll follow up with an email for everyone who registered and give you all the details and all of that, and answer any other questions you guys have. And thank you, Andrew, for coming and helping me introduce 22Social and what has been so successful for me to my community. And I hope we've got some people who see the value in it and jump on board and really start changing their life for the better with your guys' awesome system. I'm glad I found it, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. Great to be here, and I hope you guys jump on board. Look forward to seeing you. If you have questions, after you get signed up, you can see me on Tuesdays. I'll help you with any technical questions. You got Monica to support you, and take advantage of this deal. And if it doesn't work out, it's fine. You got a 30-day money-back guarantee, but get the deal before it expires so you can lock in that price for every year from now on. It's going to be a locked-in price.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. That's a question that comes up all the time, and maybe if we missed it, I'll cover it now. That's a good one. People ask all the time, the $197, what happens after 1 year? Do I have to pay the big, huge price? No, you're locked in at that $197 forever.
That's right.
Pretty sweet.
It's worth giving it a shot right now before the 72 hours is up. So if you're watching, get on now. But either way, I recommend keep an eye on Monica and what she's doing. She's had a ton of success. She's certified with us, and I couldn't recommend her more. So you're in good hands. I know she has an expertise with what she's done, the kind of business that she's created that, we can't, us here at 22Social couldn't possibly help you as directly, or help you as well directly as Monica can, because of her experience in the direct sales business and building teams and all that. So you're in good hands there. Take advantage of it. She is really an expert at what she does. She can help you get results. So I highly recommend jumping in her programs. And then we'll be here to support you with technology and make sure you get what you need from us. But I think it's a great combo, great teamwork. And Monica, really thankful to have you here. And
thank you. Thank you, Andrew. That was very sweet of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, everyone. And I will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.